Back out in the wild. Back out in the wild. I just felt like I wanted to share a little bit of my environment with y'all. Welcome to the morning message. Sorry. Sorry. Good morning. Oh, sue me, I'm a human. A little gassy this morning. Welcome to the morning messages, y'all. My name is Allah-mi. I'm silly, apparently. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I'm here this morning for an intuitive channel message. I thank y'all for joining me. As always, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just show up to hold the space and let it roar, okay? I'm an intuitive life coach. I'm an executive coach that specializes in human design and self-mastery. And like I said, every Monday through Friday in the morning time, I share this live collective message with hopes that it provides some insight, motivation, inspiration, confirmation, validation for something that means something to you. I know, in all seriousness, I really do chime in on these messages just to share what I feel is the thought of the day, the theme of the day, the word of the day, just a point of focus for us to really be intentional about how we move today. So, hi, Kelsey. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, what up? Okay. For new people, I got to act a little bit civilized, whatever that means. But for those of you who know me, y'all know I'll just be over here chilling. Okay, kiki and ha-hi all morning long. And I thank y'all for joining me. If you want to learn more about me, what I do, how I be doing it, go to begreateveryday.com. Okay. Kelsey, hey, girl. Oh, I'm saying girl, I'm assuming. Don't let me get to assuming. Hey, person. All right, let's get into it. No delays, okay? No delays. I just feel like I'm supposed to share my environment with y'all, okay? If you don't know, I live in paradise, okay? It looks a little bit like this today, okay? I got the sun, the ocean, the sand, the palm trees, the sky, the jungle, and all the things, okay? When I'm having a bad day, this is the type of shit I do. I get outside. I may not be touching grass, but you know what? For me, sand is so much better. Water is so much better. For me, I need to be near a body of water at all times, okay? I don't want to live nowhere where there's not no water. A pool, a lake, a river, a marina, something, okay? It just does too much good for my mental health for me not to live near a body of water. So, something keeps telling me to show you all this atmosphere, this environment. Even before I get started into the messages, I feel like some of y'all need a vacation. Good God. And I'm not talking about a work vacation where you still take work with you. It's like you need to unplug, unwind, disconnect, log off. Okay, you need to log the fuck off. Not right now though, not till after the morning message. But that's what it's giving right away. Okay. It's a lot of us that are feeling the stress of life right now. I'm feeling life stress. Yeah, for a number of different reasons. I feel pressure to get things going, to figure things out, to have answers to situations that really just need to play out a little bit more. So I thought I'd come out here and share this morning message with y'all from this beach. And I hope that it greets you. I hope that you can hear the ocean in the background, at least. So, every morning I sit down and I feel for the topic. I used to kind of go between chat, giving me inspiration, and, other people's ideas giving me inspiration. But more and more often, I've been sitting even with the title to feel for the title. And I had to laugh at the title for today, okay? And I forget what it is, but it's something like having a good time on a bad day. Good times and bad days. Something like that. I had to chuckle because normally we won't put those two parts together. There's no part of our psyche that sees a bad day as a good thing, typically. Most people. If you're a growth mindset oriented person, you're someone who looks for optimism, even in challenge and struggle, and then this might be your go-to. But most of us, if we're having a bad day, it's just a fucking bad day, okay? And some of us really sink in to those bad days. Meaning even if someone's trying to cheer you up, shake you out of it, and shift your attention, you're like, no, but they never should have did this, and that should have never been said, or this should have never happened, or that. We always fight for our reason to be upset. We do that a lot as humans. We advocate for shit we don't want. We justify why our negative behavior or our sour mood is merited. And we stand on that. Like, no, I'm justified. Fuck that. And you're not wrong. But it's all a matter of perspective. Even the worst things that we wish never happened have value. A lot of value, in fact. The worst things we wish never happened have a lot of value. I'm going to let y'all marinate in that for a second. Think about the last bad day you have. It might have been yesterday. Hell, it might have been this morning. Might have been last night. Maybe you got into an argument. Maybe you stumped your toe. Maybe you lost something of value that you really, 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 really like or love. I don't know what caused your sour day, but I want you to think about it for a second. Last time you had a bad day, what happened? If you want to put it in the chat, what happened? What did you allow to ruin your day the last time you had a bad day? And I know some of y'all pushing back on that language. Allow? Like, what the fuck you mean allow? I didn't ask for this shit or that experience or that whatever. I didn't ask for that. I was just minding my own business, just living my best life or doing whatever I do. And then boom, here we go. Some bullshit. I didn't ask for that. And you're probably right. Consciously, you did not ask for it, but you got it. And then you used it to justify having a negative reaction. You used it to justify maybe even some things that you did or said. That person pissed me off, or that's just not fair. So I'm going to pout, or I'm not going to call them back. I'm not going to do what they asked me to do or say nothing to them. It's like all these things are choices. So I feel like we're going to talk about your bad day from a deeper perspective of not just the people, places, and the players, right? Not just the things that happen, the person, place, or thing. But we're going to talk about even how you define a bad day. How you define a bad day. Ask yourself that. I just asked you a question of to go back and remember last time you had a bad day. What do you even define as a bad day? Based on your feelings? Was it based on outcomes that you didn't get? Was it based on some disappointment or fear or shit, even an opportunity could create a bad day. So how do you even define it? For me, it's all about mood. If I'm in a sour mood or if something that I'm experiencing takes me to a place, I allow it to take me to a place. I don't think there's too many things that can ruin my whole day at this point. But I will say yesterday was a very challenging fucking day. It really was. I just felt completely out of sorts all day. I've been spending the last week like processing a lot of different aspects of my life and my future and my relationships, like all kind of shit I've been sitting with this week. And yesterday I was just emotional. And you know, a nigga like me don't be like that hardcore emotional like that on a regular. My baseline is chill. Even when feelings, you know, come over me and impact me, it doesn't typically ruin my whole fucking day. But yesterday, I had such a wide range of feelings. And you gotta know that feeling is something that's new to me. I've been a gangster G my whole life. Not literally, but figuratively. And feeling feelings is not something I've specialized in until like the last few years. And now I'm getting pretty good at it. And I'm getting so good at it that when I have days like yesterday, I actually have language to qualify what I'm experiencing. It's not just a sour mood that I can't describe. It's like, no, I could tell you. I was disappointed. I was hurt. I was angry. I was sad. I was stressed. I was feeling like a failure. I was just disheartened, heartbroken in many ways. I was just feeling like let down. I was feeling confused. I was feeling unsure, feeling lost. There's a whole bunch of feelings. And I'm just saying the words, and I've been going for damn near 30, 40 seconds. And all of that shit lived in my body yesterday, even through last night. It lived in my body. And I let it. I let it. As tough as it was to sit with that spectrum of experience that doesn't feel fucking good, I let it. And not only did I let it, I was watching it. I was watching myself register that I feel disappointed. Register that I feel confused. I was registering my sense of sadness. And even as I say that, I know so many of you don't even really know what I'm talking about because you're like, register it? What do you mean? You were just sad. Register it means that I was consciously aware that I was sad. I wasn't just emoting, but I was with myself in the sadness. Almost like my own little guardian angel sitting over my own shoulder, watching myself grieve the challenges that I was experiencing. And in watching myself, I was also supporting myself quietly, giving myself permission to feel like it's okay. That's all right. It wasn't even a question of whether or not it should have happened or whether or not I deserved it. It was just self-soothing. That's what I did a lot yesterday. Self-soothing. I feel like you guys need to write those words down. Self-soothing. So pound for pound, when I reflect on all the myriad of feelings and crying and mad and, you know, bewildered and all the things, at the end of the day, when I went to sleep in all those feelings, but I woke up this morning with a brand new perspective. I really did. I woke up this morning with a brand new perspective. It was almost like I picked a different part of the problem to focus on. It wasn't that I was focusing on the actual challenges and my dismay, all of my feelings, but I started paying attention to how I showed up for myself this morning. How I showed up for myself even yesterday, using my big girl words to express my feelings, not allowing my impulsive self to make harsh decisions or take irrational actions in the moment, or say something that I didn't mean or want to say. I'm pretty fucking proud of me. Like, I grew a lot yesterday. You know, usually when things rub me the wrong way, I can just shut down and shut it off and move on. And that's the way I cope, quote unquote. But yesterday I found myself very proactively in my mastery bag. It no longer was about the situation, the people, the places, and the things bothering me. It became a new game that I was playing with myself. And it was a challenge of me versus me. You're going to let this shit ruin your whole day, ruin your whole week, or you're going to alchemize, which means that I'm going to make lemonade out of these lemons. I'm going to find value in this situation and leverage it. I'm going to look for a silver lining, a quiet blessing, and I'm going to lock in on that. And that's what I did. And I'm really proud of myself that I didn't overreact. I didn't overstep my bounds. I didn't do something or say something that was regrettable. I just allowed myself to be in the feelings, to watch myself be in the feelings, and to comfort myself as I was feeling them. Self-soothing. So some of y'all might be still looking at the title like, well, that doesn't sound like a good time still. Still sounds like you had a bad day. You just made the best of it. And I did. And we all should. Because some days are challenging, and they're supposed to be. I woke up this morning with also a greater perspective around it's not about the person, place, or things. I had to look higher. I had to take my GPS from the local street and get higher. Look at the neighborhood of my life. Oh, okay. So we're down here, I think this is just about this and them. But up here, there's a bigger happening right now. A greater unfolding that's happening on the back end of what feels like one of the genuinely worst days that I've had in some months. Again, based on how I felt. Okay. Based on how I felt. But now, when I take my radar a little bit wider, take a wider lens look at what I'm experiencing, and not just the why, but how it's benefiting me, I have a whole new fucking perspective. And that's what I want to talk about. Is how when we take a bad day at face value, we get nothing out of it. There's no value. But when we take a step back and we understand why we have identified said day as being bad, whether it's about feelings or outcomes or circumstances, if we can identify what that pain point is and then take a step back from that, that step back allows us to see more perspective as to not just why, but how it has come to benefit us. So for me, yesterday was wild, but today has been really great so far. And it makes me emotional because I really am proud of myself. I'm growing still, continually growing. I don't know about you all, but certain things, certain conversations, certain dynamics, certain things can take me to a place. Okay. And when I say take me to a place, they say take me through there, take me through there. Okay. Take me through there. Again, it takes a lot to get me upset, but there are some strategic things that can push a button. Okay. For example, I don't play about my kids. You got something cross to say about my kids, is I bypass all niceties and I'm going, I'm with you. I'm getting with you. At least conversationally. Ain't nobody gonna sit up and talk about my kids in my face. Or talk about how I parent my kids. I'm down for some constructive criticism, but that's a fine line too when you're talking to a mama bear. I don't play. And there's other things I feel that conviction around. But I'm super proud of myself for outgrowing some of my emotionally dysfunctional reactions and responses. And y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all got some of them too, whether you want to admit it or not. And dare I call them toxic behaviors, you know, where maybe someone's calling you and you don't answer. And you know you actually want to talk to them and they want to talk to you, but you're playing games and not answering. Okay, it's toxic. It's immature. Okay. And maybe you are mad at somebody and it's been a few days now, or a few months, or a few years. Dare I say it's been decades and you're still mad at this person about whatever thing. Okay. Whew. It's a conscious choice to let it go, to stop letting it linger, to let it rest. And in some cases, do things like forgive. Or maybe you've forgiven and maybe it's been long enough time where you can forget it. Forget about it. It's in the past. It's not even your current real life experience with said person. But you hold on to it. So, I don't know how you deal with conflict and when things aren't going your way on a given day. But this message is given heavy emphasis on self-support, self-soothing, showing up for yourself, witnessing yourself, watching how you respond to things, watching how you respond to people, how you respond to language, watching yourself. Anytime you have a bad day, it's easy to try to blame your feelings on whatever the environment is yielding, whatever the situation is. But what if you actually tried to reverse Uno that? And instead of focusing on the environment and the situation, that you turn your attention inward and ask yourself, why am I giving this thing permission to ruin my day or to harden my heart? Why am I choosing to respond in this way? Particularly when the perspective or approach is negative, hurtful, offensive. It's a lot of energy around practicing self-mastery when you feel like your day is not going according to your plan or your expectation. And I use the word self-mastery, almost assuming that many of you know what that means. If you break it down, it's mastering yourself. Simply put, it's awareness and control over your own behaviors. It's not trying to control the environment or anything outside of yourself. It really is about mastering your own mindset and your own behavioral response to things, to life. Okay. So self-soothing is a big component of self-mastery. It's a big component of it. It's understanding yourself, understanding what you need, and meeting the need. It means that life doesn't have to change. Nobody has to do anything different, but you can still access your joy. And I feel that today. I would love to be able to tell you that last night I went to bed with a smile on my face, but I actually cried myself to sleep last night. And I did so with permission It wasn't like I wasn't voluntarily leaning into it. I was allowing the feelings I was feeling to just come up and out. I was just allowing it. I wasn't trying to force it. I wasn't trying to stop it. I was just witnessing it, feeling that tightness in my chest and the well underneath my eyes, and I just let it out. And I found myself sobbing. And I'm okay. I'm just a human. And this is a part of my human experience. And I'm sure it's a part of yours too, but you all don't go on a public platform to talk about it. I guess that's my job. But I cried myself to sleep last night, just feeling the weight of my life and all of the challenges that I'm navigating in real time. But I woke up this morning with a fresh perspective. I did. Nothing's changed. My life is still in the same set of circumstances. But I woke up this morning with a fresh perspective. And my perspective really does focus more on me and my mastery than it does any outcome, shift, change, or transition that possibly could happen. It's about me. Choosing to love me. To show up for me. The same way I show up for others. If someone else was sitting next to me sad and crying, I would show up for them in the same way I showed up for myself last night. And I'm really, really, really proud of that. I'm proud of myself that I didn't try to distract myself or drink or smoke or try to drink or smoke the feelings away or try to watch TV or be on the internet and try to distract myself so that I don't sit in the feelings. And you know how the universe be working. This shit pissed me off. Yesterday, the power went out in the area. The whole fucking region, the power went out. So, you know, I didn't have nothing. There was no lights. There was no internet. There's no TV. There's no visual distraction for me to occupy myself with or occupy my time with, so I didn't have to sit in them feelings. I had to just sit in it. When's the last time you really just sat in your feelings, and not from a moping standpoint, but from I'm a human, I'm feeling these feelings, and it's the responsible thing I can do for myself to let them out. Yo, Julia Slang, thank you. Are you English? No, I'm American. Grand Rising Allah-mi, yes, I can relate. I am now grateful for the tough situations I've gone through. These have made me a better person than I am today. Ashe. Now, here's the other thing. And I know this isn't true for everybody necessarily, but the way I'm made is, and this is by my human design. I know this because I have thoroughly investigated and continue to investigate my human design, my chart. And the way I'm made is my life is literally made for bullshit to happen. Like more than the average bear. I have gate 51 in my chart, which is the gate of shock. Which means that I'm going to consistently, for the rest of my life, have shocking events happen to me that I have to alchemize. Okay. And those of you who know human design, I have the whole channel, 2551. That is the part of me that naturally has a bad situation, and I find the lemonade in it. I find the lesson and the blessing in it. By default, I have that natural as a default. And I understand not everybody has this on autoplay. Some of us have to work a lot harder than even I have to work just to find something positive in what feels like nothing but a horrible situation. There's no other way to look at it. It's fucking terrible. There's no positives. And I would disagree with that. Okay, you got to find another focal point in the story to find the positive, but it is there. Okay. But I'm naturally built to do this. It's part of my default. Like, well, fuck, shit happens every day. Shit happens. That's kind of the energy of it. Shit happens. What you gonna do about it now, Allah-mi? This is literally how I'm made. What you gonna do about it now, Allah-mi? That's my natural default. I could be stuck still right now today, like some of you are still stuck right now today in the story and the hurt and the harm. It's been months, days, years, and you still haven't pivoted toward a bright side or a greater reason why this thing is happening to you or these circumstances are before you. Some of you don't have that easy a time doing that work. It doesn't mean it's not still the goal. But I will tell you plainly, some of you, you have to really be intentional about it. Because some of you like to really hold a grudge. And man, I'd like to think that I don't hold a grudge. But I think unconsciously I do. I don't be mad at people in my grudge. I just be like, I'm not fucking with them no more. That's how my grudge shows up. Disconnection. Oh, I'm out. I'm good. I'll pass. And I'll be the kindest person ever because I'm not mad. I'm just clear it's not for me. I'm not mad. I'm just clear it's not for me. But maybe that's a grudge. I don't know. I don't be mad though. Just be clear. So I don't know. I'll sit with that somewhere. I don't be mad. I don't be mad. It's like that was we were talking about yesterday, compartmentalizing things. I compartmentalize. Okay, this person. Okay, over there. All right, this is a whole world I can play in over here. That person's over there. But hey, person, I see you over there still. But yeah, I'm putting my energy over here. Anywho, let me get into some cards. Telling y'all all my dirty secrets. I don't care. This is me. This is me. Take it or leave it, good, bad, or ugly. I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress. Continually, I will be. Willingly, willfully, I will be a work in progress. But today, that's where I be at. And I know many of you can relate to that. So let's get into these cards and learn more about how do we get a good time out of a bad day. Because even I'm a little lost in that. I wouldn't describe it as a good time. Like, what? But I will say that this morning, not only do I feel proud, I feel a greater sense of self-love. I really do. I feel a greater sense of self-acceptance. It's like not trying to make myself feel any type of way. It's like validating my own feeling. And sometimes that'd be a sticking point for us. We want other people to validate our feelings for us. We want them to know how sad or upset or disappointed or whatever the feeling is. We want them to know. And we want them to feel some feeling about it. So then it validates our feel. Like, no, I don't need that. And you don't need that either. Okay. Your bad day doesn't become a good day because somebody apologized to you. That can be helpful. But at the end of the day, it's like peace of mind is yours to restore for yourself. It doesn't require anybody to do anything else. The true game of mastery is autonomy, sovereignty. Regardless of you and that, I'm over here maintaining, containing, okay, sustaining. Yeah. I really want you guys to really lock in on the fact that life on the outside doesn't have to change in order for you to feel better on the inside. It doesn't. And I know that many of us have been through some really horrific experiences and still are. But those circumstances don't have to change in order for you to start feeling better. And no one needs to show up for you more than you for yourself during these type of times. Hi, Jay. I don't know if I said hello, Phil. My emotions have me going through it these past few weeks. I'm understanding my higher self and my inner child will guide me forward as long as I stay within, knowing things happen all for a good reason. Yes, Queen, come on. Tell the people. Tell the people. Love you, girl. Proud of you. Absolutely and a hell yes to everything you just said. And that's exactly what I was warring with in myself yesterday. My higher self was navigating, but my inner child was like wanting to lash out. Okay, you know, again, Geminis, we can crash out pretty hard. It's all good until it's not. And when it's not, the crash outs be hard. Okay, but no, I've been chilling, smiling. I had a long night. I don't say it was a long night. Kind of was. I've been up a long time. But when I opened my eyes to the dawn of this day, I felt better, which tells me I did something right. All right, I pulled this card. It says the sacred flow of yes. Okay. And I'm looking at that fish. The sacred flow of yes. Like the word allowing is here. Far too often when we have a bad day, it's simply because we're just practicing resistance to what is. We just don't want whatever is happening to be happening, so we try to push it away or ignore it, or we just get mad at it because we wish it was different. And unfortunately, I'm going to say it again, our most challenging experiences bring forth our greatest blessings. And that whole part about finding the bright light and the silver lining, although it may be very difficult, the first step to that is just accepting that it happened. When we say things like, I just can't believe, it's an indication that we're not in the place of acceptance yet. I just can't believe this happened, or so-and-so did this or said that, or whatever the thing is. I just can't believe. I just can't believe this is what I have to deal with. I can't believe it. Yeah, and for as long as you stay in the I can't believe it, you're not going to be able to accept it, and you're certainly not going to be able to alchemize it to find real value in it. Okay? So really honoring the fact that whatever the circumstance that came into your life, whatever the people, person, or things, to know that it came by divine assignment. Divine assignment. As Najee said, knowing things happen all for good reason. That's that higher GPS perspective. On the street, I'm ready to fight because this is some bullshit I shouldn't have to be dealing with. But that wider perspective says, oh, that's why that had to happen. Okay. Since this happened, what is this coming to teach me? That's what the sacred flow of yes generates. Those kind of questions. What does this come to teach me? Or tell me? Or show me? What's the new wisdom I've gained from this hard time or this really messed up moment? Okay. That's how you start to alchemize, people. Is you get over it. The fact that it happened, and you accept the fact that it happened, and you look for the lesson. You got to look for it. You got to look for the value. You got to be intentional to look for it so that you can let it in. If you're not looking for a higher vibrational reason or outcome, then you're not going to be able to see it because you're just faced with what's in your face. And you got to go inside to have those conversations with God or your higher power. And it's okay if you're anything like me, be like, Lord, this is some fuck shit. Yes, I cuss. The Lord understands cuss words too. Like, this is some real bullshit. It's some fuck shit. What you want? What you? This is me talking to God. What? Fuck. The hell? Oh, the sacred flow of yes, y'all. You gotta let in this shit. You gotta accept the fact that things, quote, will look like it's not going your way, but underneath it, it is. It's a setup for success, in fact. The sacred flow of yes. Sacred. Sacred. flow. We think sometimes if we accepted things, that's like we're condoning it. Like we approve of it. No, when you accept it, it's just like getting over the denial. It's like you are ready to receive it. Like it's a hard pill to swallow, but this is what it is, and I accept that. Okay. I accept that. All right, let's go. What's up, Vicky Lee? Oh, come on, card, pop out. All right, next card says Creator Earth. Yeah. We got a little dog friend again today. Creator Earth. I hesitate to say this because a lot of y'all gonna call bullshit on it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know you creating the reality you live in, right? I know many of you think that life is just happening to you by default, like would you ever choose? And again, in your conscious mind you wouldn't, but your soul knew the assignment before you got here. I know, some of y'all gonna push back on that. Your soul knew the assignment before you got here to planet Earth. And you actually came to create in this dimension under these circumstances, whatever you may find yourself in. You actually agreed before you embodied yourself, and you were like, yeah, I'm gonna come and live that life, and I'm gonna have those parents and that job and those kids and that partner and all of the circumstances they're in. I realize we all forget this, and we come into these physical bodies like it's all brand new, like we're learning everything for the first time. I'll tell you, human design is kind of that cheat code also. It reminds us that none of this shit is a mystery. If you look at your human design body graph, it'll tell you all the things that you can expect to experience in your lifetime. Because it speaks to how you are naturally made, your patterns. It talks about even your past patterns. Okay. It talks about even like patterns you've inherited from generations before you. As they say, your story is already written. That is not a lie. And learning your human design and getting familiar with your body graph helps you to come real close to understanding why that statement is real. But we are here to create. And it's not just creating from a blank slate of we're going to pick and choose all the particular conditions now that we're in our 3D bodies. Nope. We've already picked and chose, and now we have to deal with what's on our plate successfully. Like the cards that you were dealt are the right ones for you, and you have all the cards you need in order to withstand every situation, circumstance, dilemma, all of the things. You came complete with all that you need to navigate every single situation that you are in right now and beyond. And I know some people might push back on that. Hell, I would push back on that yesterday. Like, Lord, I ain't got it. Literally, like, Lord, I ain't got it. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I don't think it's for me. You know, it's no for me, dog. You know, I don't think it's for me. And I don't feel like I got it right now. You got it? Because I don't feel like I got it. If people say God's got this, you got this because God's got you, okay, that better be the case because I ain't got it right now, Lord. Shit. Fuck you trying to get me to create out of this shit. I cuss and I laugh and I laugh and I cuss. I promise you, because I relate. Okay? I relate real hard to the reality that sometimes life really does suck. And I think that as coaches, therapists, counselors are more honest about that for themselves in their own life, I think that the world is a better place for it, because it starts to humanize all of us. It humanizes all of us, literally. So anybody that may feel like, oh, she's got problems that she's dealing with, how's she going to support me as a coach? That actually qualifies me because I'm actually a human having a human experience and navigating my human experience in real time and developing strategies in real time that support me. And that's what I share in my coaching. I ain't telling you nothing I don't know firsthand. Okay? So, to that point, if anybody wants to book a discovery call and start to unpack some of the challenges you're having, if you're resonating with this message, I welcome you to tap in. BeGreatEveryday.com. Okay? All right. A couple cards and then we're going to dip. Told you I'm trying to get better with doing this in an hour, but I don't know. Excuse me, like the video if you haven't had a chance to yet. I really appreciate that. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I love that too. Details of my Cash App and my PayPal are in the show notes. Tap in, friends. All right, we got the card that says freedom. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Y'all know I'll be shuffling cards and just pulling shit and it'd be right what we need to hear. Freedom. And I'll add the word choice, okay? Possess the power and free will to create my own happiness, okay? Choice. Choice. Having a bad day is a choice. It is a choice. And extending that bad day beyond moments, hours, days, weeks, that's choice too. Okay? And the first choice is not even the easiest choice. As I talked about giving myself permission to feel, how many of you all actually give yourself permission to feel? Like you are actually quiet and you take your energy, your attention inside, okay? You tap in, tune in, assess, and proceed. You tap in, and then you start to recognize that you are feeling a way. And instead of blowing it off or trying to ignore it, you actually dive deeper into it. You explore it. And you say, well, why am I feeling this way? And what am I feeling exactly? Okay. What am I feeling exactly and why? Okay, and you may not recognize this as power, but it is. It's actually strength and mastery. When you take the time to not just become aware that you have feelings, but to explore them and seek to understand them, like these are pivotal points in the process of mastery. Real pivotal. When I say I'm proud of myself, I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, because it is a choice. Your happiness is a choice. And for me, that first choice and just allowing myself to just not say I'm not happy, that was a big choice. In fact, I had something bothering me for so long, it took me days to really give myself permission to recognize that that's how I was actually feeling. So it's not just the freedom to choose to move away from feelings, it's the freedom to choose to move toward them. To unpack it and unlock it that leads to happiness. I'm hearing so many of you would be more happy if you just gave yourself permission to feel. And that includes negative emotions as well. Y'all don't realize that when you cut off your ability to feel negative things, you cut off your ability to feel the positive ones too. Okay? So it's a lot of energy. What I'm hearing is permission and choice. Okay? It's like giving yourself permission to express and then choosing, making the conscious choice, like leaning into it. Okay? But the card says I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness, and that is how? Permission and choice. Permission and choice. Sometimes happiness is just about removing negative feelings. It's not about doing anything exceptional. Okay? It's just recognizing that you feel a way and honoring that, and that itself can bring a whole lot of relief and release. Okay? It's like you can let it go for a second. As we say, I got that off my chest. We say all these one-liners and we don't even recognize what we're really saying. Yeah, because when we get something off our chest, we do feel more liberated. We do feel more free. Okay. Let's keep going. I got one last card for the sake of the order. Again, like the video if you're resonating, if you know that you're someone that gets stuck in your own low vibrational energy and it's hard to move that shit around sometimes. Okay, you might want to listen to this one a couple of times. Okay. Listen to this one a couple of times. All right, last cards. Oh, I thought something popped. Okay. Card says you were born with that it quality. Okay. You were born with that it quality. Do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Please, I know about sexy. Not needing to be. And if still, quote, they don't notice your good looks, your strength, your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? Tally ho, the universe. Confidence, persistence, sexy. And if they still don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? The universe. This is feeling real particular. Whew. So, I don't know how to really say this. It's like some of you are experiencing disappointment, or what I'm hearing is the failure of someone to do something. The failure of someone to do something. I don't know what that means. Disappointment and the failure of someone to do something. And while it does feel relationship based, it doesn't. So let me feel for a little bit more. It's not just relationship, it's like perspective, okay? It's like if you have an attitude because somebody slept on, say somebody slept on you is what I'm hearing. Somebody slept on you, took you for granted, ran away from you. Like, I don't know why they're giving me this. It's like if someone didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, okay, it's like their loss. Okay. It's like, sometimes we can consume ourselves with other people's opinion of us or lack of acceptance of us or judgment of us. It's like we can consume ourselves with wanting other people to validate us or affirm us. And it's like if somebody is not checking for you, it's like it's their loss, okay? If you spent your day moping about because you wanted somebody to be different or act different or treat you different, it's like, don't worry about it. It's their loss. It's like they're giving the language of slept on. Somebody slept on you, okay? So I don't know if you have a crush or somebody that you were interested in and they weren't exactly interested in you. It's given like somebody took you for granted, okay? As they say, mistook your kindness for weakness or something like that. But the energy is of like not being bothered by somebody. It's like not letting it ruin your whole day because someone didn't accept you or someone rejected you. It's not letting it ruin your whole fucking day, okay? The card says you were born with that it quality, It's like knowing who you are. Is knowing that you're valuable, worthy, lovable. Okay, is knowing that you're not the problem. Okay, it's like some of us be like, well, what is it about me? You know, if your partner cheats, it's like, well, what wasn't I doing? What was it about me? It's like, no, it's not you. It's not for you to be down in the dumps because somebody else doesn't appreciate you or didn't value you or respect you, whatever it is. It's like, it's not getting down in the dumps about that. It's like, if anything, that person did you a favor. They showed you who they were. They're showing you what they think about you. They're showing you, okay? And like, there's a qualifier here. It's like they're showing you, but it's like just because someone treats you badly doesn't mean you deserve it, okay? It's like just because someone slept on you doesn't mean that you don't have value, okay? It's giving like, it's like, you don't need someone else to tell you that you're good in order for you to know you're good. Like, you already know you are worthy, you're a bad bitch, you tough guy, you got it going. It's like, whatever relationship drama has ruined your good day, it's like you got to take your power back, okay? It's like, remember who you are. It's like they're showing me a fighter getting roughed up. It's like, remember who you are, you know? It's like, you're better than this. Go out there and get them, you know? It's like a lot of like what feels like hype. It feels like spiritual hype, like that's how I describe it. It's like hype, okay? But you were born with that it quality. Again, it's like, it feels like a lot of self-validation is needed, okay? So I don't know what your circumstances are, what your challenges are, what the people, places, and things are that are related, but it's like, remember who you are, okay? Accept the situation for what it is. Find the bright side, make lemonade out of lemons, you know, it's alchemize this shit, okay? Don't make it about you, okay? It's like, find the bigger picture perspective around it. What does it come to teach you? What do you now know? How have you grown? It's all of that kind of shit, okay? But what it is saying to me in complete, and I'm going to close on this, is that having a bad day is a choice. And sometimes it's a choice that we should make. Sometimes it's a choice that we should make. It is allowing ourselves to feel the feels of whatever we're feeling, to register it, to consciously be aware, to self-soothe and self-care around it, okay? But don't let it define you, okay? Don't let it define you. Whatever the situation and circumstances are, it's not about you. It's for you to master, but it's not about you taking credit or taking accountability. It's not about you taking it personal. Okay. And I feel complete with that. Holy cannoli artichoke. Okay. This was fun. Thank y'all for liking the video. If you want to send me a love donation, I receive it. Thank you for that as well. I'll be back out in these streets tomorrow. Okay. In the meantime, if you want to book a one-on-one reading, go to begreateveryday.com. I also want to say, in the meantime, keep showing up for yourself, you guys. Keep loving on yourselves. Keep honoring yourselves. Keep reminding yourself that you're lovable, you're worthy, you're kind, you're generous. You're the bomb, okay? Even in all of your imperfection. It's not letting anything ruin your good day and your good time for too long. Give yourself space to feel what you feel, and then remember the fuck who you are. That's what it's getting, okay? Love you too, you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Of course, go to begreateveryday.com. I'm probably going to go online for a little bit, not now, but probably later on, and do some live readings. I don't know if it's TikTok or Instagram. TikTok is not really hitting for me, but if y'all meet me over there, I'll show up. I don't know. I like it and then I don't. So if y'all on TikTok, make sure you add me over there at Allah-mi Basheer. I'll see y'all soon. All right. Have a great day. No matter what. Peace.